Bernie Sanders blasted Baltimore as third world country and disgrace in past comments. President Trump drew a torrent of criticism from Democrats on Saturday over a series of Twitter messages aimed at U.S. Republic, but just a few years ago, Sr. A candidate seeking anyone who took the walk that we took around this neighborhood would not think you're in a wealthy nation, Sanders said during a visit to the city's West Baltimore section in December 2015, the Baltimore Sun reported. You would think that the independent U.S. senator from also referred to Baltimore as a community in which half of the people don't have jobs. We're talking about a community in which there are hundreds of buildings that are uninhabitable, he added. Sanders was visiting the section of Baltimore where a 25-year-old black man named Freddie Gray was arrested earlier that year for allegedly possessing an illegal knife. Gray fell into but all 6 police officers who were suspended in connection with the death either had all charges against them dropped. In 2016, Sanders posted a Twitter message about Baltimore. Residents of Baltimore's poorest boroughs have lifespans shorter than people living under dictatorship in North Korea, Sanders wrote. That is a disgrace. The bleak portrait Sanders painted back then seems little different from the one Trump presented Saturday, in which the president said the city that had become a monument to governmental failures. In one message, Trump described Cummings District as a disgusting, rat and rodent-infested mess. If he spent more time in Baltimore, the president added, maybe he could help clean up this very dangerous and filthy place. Where is all this money going? Trump asked late prominent Democrats, including House Speaker of California, who was born in Baltimore and whose father was a Baltimore mayor, and presidential candidate Sr. You were quick to defend. Also on Saturday, Sanders appeared to abandon his past critiques of Baltimore and focus instead on defending Cummings and bashing the president. Hey race, what's really going on? Sanders wrote. At Rep Cummings.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.